Hello, my name is Simba, and today I was going to do a tutorial for my fully automatic squilican farm. I will say there were some items right around here when I first spawned in, so I'm probably going to have to add an extra puffy spark collector to be able to grab the things on the far reaches of this side. But other than that, I built up the logic so no matter how much movement is here, it won't send an additional pulse. It will send exactly 7 bomby sparks whenever there is movement sensed, which is exactly enough to kill the squilican. And afterwards, it sends the puffy sparks, and the last puffy spark running across resets the data flip-flop over here. But other than that, this farm, I have my world setting on fast currently, which seems to spawn a squilican every 5 to 6 minutes, I would say. Um, the squilican was mad at me, so there's a bunch of extra stuff. One of the very important things I will say, anywhere near this farm, make sure you have puffies. I did have like a holly spark here. I didn't think it would get there, but it ended up dying. My holly spark here had died as well, so make sure you use the puffies. As well as how I have my storage here. There is, I don't care about collecting any of the other drops like the coral or the etheric clumps. I don't care about that. So we just come straight here. We avoid anything that's not a squilican tube. We put the rest in a supply chest. Have an extra for big barrel storage, and then afterwards it gets recycled. You have to recycle everything in this farm or else it's going to get backed up and just leave a bunch of items on the ground and cause a bunch of lag. Let me go over my sensors real quick and kind of get a good idea. So this is the spawn point right about right here. I have these covering the whole area. I walked into it, so they went off. But there's a 7. I should possibly set this up higher, maybe 6 seconds. There we go. Alright. And the puffy sparks, it doesn't seem to use them very often at all. I built this yesterday, day before yesterday, and I had 18 in here to begin with. There's 16 in here now, so it's only killed 2. But let's go ahead and go over the logic. I have both of the sensors hooked up to a buffer gate. This buffer gate is set on 3 seconds, and it runs into a filter gate also set on 3 seconds, into this data flip-flop. This side of the output runs into a NOT gate to flip itself back over. That output is also ran into this buffer gate on top and into this filter gate. Over here, it's the same way, buffer gate, filter gate. The timings are just off by 1 second apiece. This one's 2 seconds, this one's 1 second. Same for both of these. Afterwards, they run into an AND gate, and then another buffer gate for 4.5 seconds. That is the timing I found that throws exactly 7 sparks. And then after that, the wire runs first through the puffy spark thrower, and then afterwards into another buffer gate and a filter gate. I know for a fact this works on, well, actually, let's test it now. Let's go for instant speed. And if I just do that, maybe not. Come on, there he is. Okay, let's just make sure this still works properly. Yeah. Okay. Okay, they did manage to collect it all now, but I think I'm going to switch it to 7 seconds actually. Let's check another skull again. Spawn. Yes, there we go. Move around, buddy. There we go. Okay. Oof. Is that too long? Did it... Is it going to... No. Seems to be working just fine. Awesome. So, 7 seconds is the delay you need to make sure all 7 of the bombs go off. And... Oh, yeah. This bomb, I think this farm used about 107 boomy sparks per hour on fast respawn rate on world settings. So that was like maybe less than 2 boomy sparks a minute. Yeah. So one spark workbench crafting it. I made 2 so I could have extra for extra farms, but probably 1 spark workbench would be enough. But other than that, this is the whole farm. It's been passively working. It's been working well. I didn't set up a holly spark earlier, so I wasn't actually making boomy sparks, is the reason it's empty now. But I hooked it up and it's been filling up just fine, even with me being on instant spawn rate world settings. But that's probably just because I have just making so much extra. But other than that, that's the full farm. I need to figure out a way, if anyone could tell me in the comments, to block the squillicans from spawning over here as well as walking over there, because I want to block them from walking over here as well. But also this farm could be split in the redstone could probably be split in half, just bent over on itself to conserve on space and have the input and output right next to each other if you wanted. But that's the whole farm. Thank you guys for watching.